60s, some spots just breaking into the 70s. Then Monday, St. Patty's Day, we've got that next round moving in Monday night. So if you do have plans to be out and about for St. Patrick's Day that evening, just maybe have the rain jacket, the poncho handy. Tuesday, morning showers still in the mix, and then you're bumping up to the 70s by Wednesday. Valleys, Inland Empire, upper 60s today, back in the 70s tomorrow. Nice conditions lasting through the weekend. Along the coast, surf today, 3 to 6 feet, low 60s for you. We'll have some morning clouds in the mix, but that'll move out by this afternoon. Some morning flurries in the mountains again. That winter weather advisory moving out in just the next couple hours. And then finally our desert, 60s today, but look at tomorrow, 70s for our high deserts. Palm Springs coming in 79 before that next round of rain moves in. So Tony, Irene, we had the wet weather this week, but some nice weather in the mix this weekend.
As long as the weekend's nice, we're good. Okay.
Good plan.
Thank you, Shayla. Now let's take a look at some of our headlines on this Saturday morning. It's happened again. Another local hospital put on lockdown due to a threatening phone call. What we're learning this morning about an arrest.
Plus, it was 5 years ago that lockdowns went into effect for the COVID-19 pandemic. We stocked up at grocery stores. Many of us worked from home in an effort to protect ourselves and our families. Today, we're talking about lessons learned.
And taking a live look outside at Hollywood. A chilly start to the day, as Shayla's told us. As the storm moves on out, we are still feeling the impact on our temperatures. We're tracking your weather conditions next.
Now, Southern California's news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning on this Saturday. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Irene Cruz.
And I'm Tony Cabrera. 5 years ago, everything from bars and restaurants to workplaces and schools closed down because of COVID. On March 15th, then LA Mayor Eric Garcetti placed temporary restrictions in the city to limit how many people could gather at once. It was part of a worldwide effort to stop the spread. Despite the fear and confusion in the moment, health officials say those lockdowns helped us get better prepared to deal with future viruses. Eyewitness News reporter Monica Dianda will have much more on this in our next half hour.
A man suspected of calling in a criminal threat against Huntington Hospital is now in custody.
The threat prompted the Pasadena hospital to go on lockdown. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Pulliam has details.
Right now, Huntington Hospital back to normal. Patients and staff are safe after authorities say a man called threatening the hospital. The facility launching a code silver threat alert. Fernando was visiting his wife in the ICU.
Went into lockdown for a while, just stuck in the room for a few hours. A little scary.
This doctor tells us she was on the 5th floor.
We locked all the door and we were looking for a safe space to hide in case something happens. There was a lot of confusion.
Joaquin had just arrived to visit a loved one and was blocked from getting in.
I got a little nervous. I'm looking at the windows, looking at the building, imagining a bunch of things.
The lockdown was lifted once authorities realized the threat wasn't real. Investigators tracking down the suspect in Los Angeles.
You could really feel the relief. People were smiling, people were hugging.
This marks the 3rd swatting incident this week. Thursday at Claremont McKenna College, students were forced into lockdown. Someone called 911 claiming to have a bomb, threatening to shoot anyone on campus. On Wednesday, frantic moments inside Loma Linda Medical Center, placed on lockdown following reports of a gunman. Nearly 200 law enforcement officers rushing to the scene.
I got off my bed and they were already using another bed to barricade. So they used my bed to barricade the other door too. And then we were just sitting there, waiting to see what happened.
The call was a hoax and remains under investigation. Tim Pulliam, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Still certainly very frightening. Well, the measles outbreak is expanding. Michigan is now reporting its first case of measles this year. There are at least 300 cases in 14 other states, according to the latest CDC tally. 2 of the cases are here in California. One is an LA resident. The other is a toddler in Orange County. Authorities say both passed through LAX and tested positive for measles after traveling. 17% of cases required hospital stays. Most of them were kids under 5. There are more cases so far this year than all of last year.
San Bernardino County firefighters used their snowcat to evacuate 38 people stranded at a YMCA camp in Fawnskin, which is up near Big Bear Lake. Nearly 300 Camp Whittle attendees had already left on foot to waiting buses. Firefighters evacuated the rest of those left at the camp. Provisions had run out because the conference had ended. They were grateful to be rescued.
Heard you guys needed a ride?
Yeah.
aboard.
At least they sounded happy. The firefighters took them to buses that transported them home. Fortunately, nobody was hurt.
Well, PCH in Palisades and Malibu is back open after weather conditions closed it. The rain yesterday downed trees and triggered mudslides and flooding. A stretch of highway from Carbon Beach Terrace to Chautauqua was closed. Only people who live in the area, buses and essential businesses were allowed in and out. Residents are tired and frustrated of the constant closures.
They drive up to the closure and then they're told to turn around and there's no notice. Sometimes it'll be the morning of, we're told, and we can't drive it. And that's really unhelpful for some people because it makes their drive go from 30 minutes to like 2 hours.
The situation is dire for businesses as well. Between the rain, fires, and mudslides, they are struggling to survive.
And good Saturday morning. We are starting off nice and chilly out there, but clear skies for us this weekend. We are not talking about any rain in the mix either today or tomorrow. Hollywood right now coming in 48 degrees, good visibility out there. And then looking down in Orange County, a little bit of cloud cover in the mix to start off the day. 48 degrees for you as well. So it is a cool start to our weekend. As the system moves out, we are still holding on to those chilly temperatures. 40s out there for most of you, but Victorville coming in 39, Big Bear at 23 to start the day, and Banning at 36 degrees. Burbank in the low 40s this morning at 43. Los Angeles also in the 40s. And then today, going to get a little bit warmer than what we felt out there yesterday. LA and Orange County making it to the low 60s. Valleys, Inland Empire just bumping into the mid 60s. And you'll notice a mix of sun and clouds in the mix. Beaches will also be in those 60s today. Our high deserts, upper 50s. Low deserts, look at this though, 70s and sunny skies. So we're getting a taste of that warmer weather, and it continues tomorrow. Really nice conditions throughout the weekend, and then it all changes as we head into the work week. I'll break it down in your full forecast, but for now,